Hello folks, and welcome back to Jim's Shed and yet another video. Now it's a while since I'd say it must be 6 weeks since my last video. Apologies for the long delay, but this video we're just touching base with the Mini, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little mod. I've been meaning to do this for a long time, and we're also going to crunch the numbers on what I've spent so far on this, the Mini Cooper S, because I'm Jim and this is Jim's Shed. Right folks, so we'll get into the mod first, then we'll crunch the numbers. The modification, I've been planning to do this to this car for a while, right? And I'm going to just show you what it is. This steering wheel, or should I say awful looking steering wheel. A fella by the name, I'm not sure, I could be wrong here, Matt Stevens I think is the fella that designed this car also designed the BMW X5, to name, you know, but he really got it right with this car. But the steering wheel, I'm afraid it's rather ugly looking thing, you know, so I aim to put that right. The current steering wheel from the Gen 1 Cooper S, it's a 2-spoke. Well, it looks like a big fried egg in the middle of it, you know. You have your horn here, electrically operated. You have your cruise control activation here. You have your plus and your minus, and you have your resume or reset. Then if you come around the back, you have your radio controls here at the back, and the phone controls the far side. So yeah, I'd rather have everything at the front of the steering wheel, like, you know. So I got myself a little present a while ago, and I'm going to show it to you right now. So we come around here. I have it in here for a while, and I got my hands on a 3-spoke steering wheel. Feast your eyes on that. Yeah, beauty. So the plan is to swap over the steering wheel, which means disconnecting the airbag. So I've never done this before, so it's the first time. So just bear now, I don't have a cameraman today. My trusted cameraman is otherwise engaged. So to proceed with this job, look, there's various guys will say, oh, you have to do this, you have to disconnect the airbag module. Look, you know, in my opinion, I should get a professional to do it, you know, but I won't. This is Jim's Shed, I'm going to give it a go myself, you know. So some say that Gen 2 steering wheel won't accommodate a Gen 1. It'll steer the car, or will obviously, providing the splines are of equal numbered than the older one, which it is, but the controls may not work. Which, look, we'll give it a go, you know. I'd be quietly confident that it will work, but look, we'll see, you know. The first thing I've done, I'm going to climb in here and show you Now, if you just bear with me, I'm going to mount the camera on a system I have. Just bear with me now, folks. You'll have to, you know, I don't have a cameraman today, so we're going to do our best. Yeah, I think you have a good view of that. So if I stand up here, I hope I'm not in the way. Don't think I am. I don't think I am. But what I will do is I will move the camera over a bit further, like that. Yeah. So I have everything set up on this. What I'm going to do, I've got into the mini wiring system, which is here, right? And I've located the wiring loom that goes from the airbag module to the air. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 airbags in this car, 1 in each driver's seat. There's also 1 on the B pillar and 1 passenger and driver. The driver airbag is E6, right? So for safety reasons, I'm going to disconnect the module, the driver's airbag, from the module before I disconnect the battery. So I've done that using my trusted tool, my AutoLink AL419, which I'll put a link in the description below where you can get one of these. It's made by a company called Sealy. Good device, good unit, and I hope that camera now is suitable for you there. Yeah. So the next thing I'm going to do is disconnect the battery before we go any further, right? Do you want to know how to disconnect the battery? Well, sure I'll show you. Oh, I'll show you how to disconnect the battery. So there you go. Disconnected. 10mm spanner. Battery disconnected. There's no need to film that, but you know. Also, don't close the door when you have the battery disconnected. Don't close the door, because the boot lid is electrically operated, and if you close down the lid, you'll have to remove the back seats and pull the emergency cord to get the. So keep that opened while you're doing the job. So now we're going to try and take off this steering wheel. So, okay, we'll mount our camera back so that you can see what's going on. Hopefully you can see that. So, okay, let's force into this. A Torque 15. Hope you can see that, guys. Torque 15. Where's the camera lens or thing on this? It's in there, I think. Yeah. Torque 15. In here. Key out ignition would be beneficial. Right, okay. we have many connections here. We have two connections going into the back of the airbag. I'm going to show you that right now. Hopefully you'll be able to see what's going on here. Hope you can see that. A green one and a black one. I have to disconnect those. I'm going to add a bit of light onto the subject, and I also have, looks like, 2 or 3 connections going into the squib, from what it looks like. Yeah, so we have a green and a black, and we have a black and a white connection, I think, going into the squib. So I think, as far as I know, I need a screwdriver. Just bear with me and I'll see, can I get this flashlight in such a way that you can see what's going on. Hopefully you'll be able to get a good view of what I'm at. Okay. There's little tabs in there. Ooh. Jesus, this is a heavy yoke, these airbags. Jeez, they're heavy, huh? Hope you can see what I'm at here. Just the 2 little screws I took out. Those 2 there. Torque 15s or T15s. Okay. Let's have a look here and see what the story is here. Ah, yes. Yes. Right. Okay. There's 1 out. There's the 2 out. Right. Here it is. It's just the first time now ever taking an airbag out of a car. So those are, you know, this is dangerous work, like, you know. I just also dated the 10th 2004. Amazing. Brilliant. Okay, we leave it down there, out of the way. Now, what have we got now? Okay. There's our 2. You see, you can see the little pins that I pulled out there, and they just pop out then. Right. Now I have to try and get loosen or disconnect these 2 Molex connectors here for your steering wheel controls. So what I'll do is I will remount the camera, and I'll try and do it. I'll try. I know this may not work, but I'll give it a go. You know, I lost without my cameraman, my trusted cameraman. Hope you can see what I'm at there. Look, that little tab there. Okay. I doubt if you can see. What if I was to hang this like that? No, that wouldn't do either. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's a little, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Yeah. There it is. There she's out. Right. There you go. Now, that's the airbag. I think they stay in. The only one I have to disconnect is this black one, I think. How do we get that out? Alright, okay. What I'll do is I'll remount our camera back up like so. There she goes. Right. Now, the centre knot, I believe, is a 16mm. So we'll try and remove that. Just thinking that would be the case. So we have a little persuader here. Steering lock, but I don't want to break the lock, so I'll give it a shot like that. That worked out well. That worked out well. Okay. So I'm taking out the centre nut. Okay, which looks like that. Okay. Now, this is important. Make sure your indicators and your wipers speeding is in the central position. Right? Give it a pull it out. Yeah, I'm told not to just be overly anxious when taking this out. Right. Hopefully that's the last I'll see of that. Hopefully. There's a little keyway there. A little slot on the steering wheel, so you'll know where to, just there, in the 6 o'clock position, and it also is marked on the shaft as well. So okay, happy days. We also have a location hole for the squib here, which fits onto this dowel here. So I'll leave that down there. I'm told, see the way this can turn? I hope you can see that. Don't turn that, because what will happen is you'll damage the little pins inside in the, so you need to keep that central. Don't turn it, I'm told. Right, out with the old and in with the new. Now this airbag is not screwed in. It's put in via these clips. Apparently I'm told you just push it in. Right, well, we'll see how that goes. Right, anyway, here's the steering wheel, and as you can see, the cruise controls are all on the right hand side here, and the radio controls are all on the left hand side here. And I'm hoping everything will work. That's the plan, you know. Now I was told hopefully this will only have to go on to once, but I'm told get a screwdriver and cut a little groove on the top of it if I ever need to take it off. a flat screwdriver that you don't really need anymore, and put a little groove on it like that. Hope you can see that little groove there that I've put on it. And I'm told there's holes. Yeah, I can see a little indentation. Ah, yes. So this is supposed to, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you use the screwdriver to prise open those little springs. You can see those springs there where the airbag clips in. So if you ever want to take it out, there's a little crisscross hole there. You can barely make it out. Just there, each side. There's the other one. So the connections look the same, I think. Yeah, connections look the same, so I'm hoping with bated breath that this will work. So right, let's put this in. Okay, keep that without turning it. How's that? How's that? I like the look of that. Yeah. Okay. Now, these two connectors. Do they fit? They do. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now there's 1, 2, there's 3 on that, there's 4. Black, white, blue and red. And this steering wheel has, right, this has 5. So there's 5 wires on this one and only 4 on this. Why is that? Trying to figure that out. I think the horn, the horn on this car, or on this steering wheel, I think you push it in and there's the contact there, which mates with this, I'd imagine. It earths, so that's why there's only 4 connections on that as opposed to 5, because the other horn on the other steering wheel is here. And if I look, the wiring loom is coming around. It's, yeah, I think, I'm hoping that's all that is. There's another connection here for, oh yes, that fitted in nicely. Okay, so right, the all fits in nicely. Note, making sure I have both the splines lined up, both markers on the steering wheel and on the shaft, which I do have, and I put the nut back on. Okay. So, right. Wonder should I don't think there's the need now, to be honest. I think this is enough. Yeah, I don't think that's coming out. Now, airbag connectors, making sure the pins are out. Hope you can see that, guys. Little pins are out. I'm hoping these connections are the same. This. Are they different? No, I think they look the same. There's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out. Jeez, this is going to look well now, I have to say. There's only one way to find out, and that is to put them in. Yes, that's the green one in. That's the green one in. Yes. Okay. How's this put in? Should I check everything before I'm sure it is all fine. I'm sure it is all fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that looks the business, I have to say. Oh yes. Brilliant. How does that look? Oh yes. Yeah, it looks very nice. Carbon fibre matches the dash. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so reconnect the battery and reactivate P16 or P106. Hopefully the airbag won't go off. I'm hoping. Okay, look, we'll first things first, reconnect the battery. Okay, here we go. Any of you who have never seen an airbag exploding in a car might see one today. I don't know. I have seen them in the factory where they're made. A company called Honeywell, of which I spent 15 years working for, way back when I was a young fella, and we were brought over to Germany, a place called Ronheim, just outside Frankfurt, and we were given a tour of a factory that manufactures airbags. Now there's many companies that makes airbags, but Honeywell are one of the world's leaders in airbag technology. So these things go off, you know, they explode and deflate straight away. But it's I'm hoping this doesn't explode, you know. Well, if it does, you'll be the first to see it on YouTube. Maybe they have, maybe, you know, but accidental activation. I'm going to connect the battery and we'll see my auto link should come to life, and then I'll be able to go into P106 and reactivate this airbag. In other words, communicate this airbag to the module. Start the car, hopefully everything will be alright, and these controls work. So now I'm not putting this off any longer, let's just get out and hook it up and see. So yeah, okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Right, we didn't have any explosion there, which is good news. Now I have to find the spanner to which I disconnected my battery. So you have to bear with me on that till I find it. So whew. Okay. Yes. Right. So, how did this work out? Right. So, without further eloquence, yeah. Okay. Now, reactivate. I'm going to stand outside the car and do this, hopefully, because I don't want to be sitting in the driver's seat if an airbag goes off. Tin of paint keeps the door open for me. So, right. So, okay. Communicating. Please turn on ignition. Here goes nothing.
Culinary masterclasses, artists and producers, and incredible live entertainment.
Turn off the radio.
Ultimate fun,
I wonder if I...
this summer.
Oh! Radio volume works. So far so good. KWP 200 ISO 9141-2. Waiting for vehicle to respond. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Waiting for it to communicate. Hope you can see that, folks. Now, procedure. No error codes. Airbag, okay, I know that. So I go into DTC. Modules, present. Yeah, loading modules. Engine, no. ID, no. Lights, no. Airbags, select. Disconnected, P106. Down to P106. Activate, select. Turn off ignition. Ignition off. turn on.
Across Ireland, take action, lace up and wear with pride, because at SuperValue we believe community includes everyone.
Select. Start engine. Here goes nothing. Okay. In neutral, yes. Any dash lights? No. Escape. OMG. Waiting for codes. You can see it there. This is looking good, guys. This is looking good. Can't wait to get on the road and try this. Engine sweet as a nut on this thing. Communicating. Jeez, it takes a long time, this. Reading system status. 0 codes. No codes found. Brilliant. Okay. Brilliant. Disconnect. Right, I'm just going to throw everything down here. I'll come back and I'll put the tools away later. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go for a spin and crunch the numbers. Right? I'll talk while I go. I'm not going to use that, don't need that. I'm just going to throw everything down here. All the tools. I have to say, I'm very impressed with that. Now, right, the volume up, volume down, that works. Happy with that. Lights on the buttons. I want to close out that. Okay. Right, let's have a look. Lights. Oh, look at this. Lights on the steering wheel work. Very nice. Horn. Oh yes, the horn. This is coming together, lads. This is coming together. Yeah.
A nice day like today, but you know what? 5 rings means no answer, and it means that we're going to pause the celebrations.
Volume, radio controls work. Cruise. If I activate, which is the activation for the cruise? I presume it's this one. The green light should come on here. Yeah, there she goes. I hope you can see that, guys. I think this is going to come together, you know. So what we do is we go for a spin and I'll talk as I go. What I'll do is I'll close the sunroof because it gets very noisy with the sunroof open. Oh, look at this. This is the business now, I have to say. Yeah, very nice. Oh. Right. Now. Look at this. Now, these are only stick-on, you know, fiberglass or carbon fiber inserts, but they set it off, you know. Let me know in the comments what you think, you know. There's loads of guys out there will say, listen, you can't, these won't work. Listen, so far I have to say, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is the business. It's the business. So look, we'll it's a hell of a lot better than that other thing that was on it, you know. So we're going to reverse out of here. We're going to go down the road for a spin out of Jim's shed. You need a degree in pilotry controls to get out of here. But I've been driving in and out of this shed for, I don't know, going on 30 years now. So yeah, very good. Open the gate. This is the business. I have to say, this is the business. This is the business, yeah. Close the window. Yeah. I'll turn down the fan. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. We'll go down the road here, and I bought this car 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. I bought off a guy called Philip down in Cork, who's a member of the R53 Club of Ireland. And when buying this car, I knew it was a good one, you know. Fabulous service history with it. Options I bought with it was the carbon fibre dash, carbon fibre gear stick, and carbon fibre gear knob. It came with a fabulous set of 109 18-inch Cooper S alloys, which he had just got refurbished. And on my trip up from Cork, the wheels, they come in two sections. The outer rim is bolted via many bolts, right? Titanium bolts, but titanium into aluminium. They had to be separated to powder coat the wheels and get them all looking lovely. But they started coming loose, and that's a no-no, you know. So in fairness to Philip, they put me in contact with the guy who done the wheels, and he said, send those wheels back to me. He says, I'll replace them. Go on the internet and pick whatever set of wheels you like. So I picked out a lovely set of 4x100 18-inch dots, and that they've been on the car ever since. And so yeah, I think they're around €800-900, I think they were. But I didn't look. There was no cost to me. This steering wheel, getting back to this, I kind of jumping forward. I'm going to kind of talk as I go, you know. This steering wheel, some of these are fetching £300-400, €400-500 online for these. I got this for 50 quid, €50 at a scrap dealer not 2 kilometres from here. I asked, have you any minis? I said, yeah, there's a couple out there, have a look, you know. And I had this one with this steering wheel on it. I said, how much for the steering wheel? I don't know, maybe €50, he says. And look, happy days, you know. Look, it's 10 times better than that thing that was on it. It was that thing that was on it. An awful looking thing. So this is the business, I have to say. Yeah. I'm going to test the cruise control now and make sure that works. And I'm going to cross the Rose Fitzgerald Kennedy Bridge. And if I hit the brakes, press the resume button, which I presume is this one. Yeah, she goes back up. Brilliant. Happy days. Yeah. As I was saying, yeah, what else did I do to the car? I brought it down to Ger O'Leary, who is very familiar with this car. He's an R53 specialist, and what a bridge this, some piece of infrastructure, the longest cable bridge in the country, you know, and we're just crossing it there now. But anyway, yeah, he retuned it. It does have, this car does have the John Cooper Works certificate of whatever you want to call it. Back in the day when this car came on the market in 2000, right? They brought out the Cooper S in 2002, and BMW says, right, we'll bring out a sort of John Cooper version, right? Famous John Cooper who raced this car many years ago, and we'll call it the Works, the John Cooper, the JCW. So anyone that had a Cooper S were invited to bring their car back to the dealer, where they would undergo modifications, to which they would receive a certificate, which I have for this car, which brought her from 170 up to 190 brake horsepower, 194 or something like that, you know, just under 200. That involved a better exhaust system, a better air box with little flap in it. I have subsequently modified that. Different cam, bits and pieces, and a retune. Well, I have subsequently got it retuned. I got a, what do you call it, put into this, a Miltech exhaust system put into this. And Ger O'Leary down in Cork did all that work. He also upgraded the brakes to 15-inch disc ventilated, drilled and grooved discs, front and back. Special pads, they're a special pad anyhow, I don't know, they're supposed to be the bee's knees. Very good now, I have to say, the brakes are brilliant on this car. Also, I got some other work done. I got the supercharger serviced. I got the Kevlar supercharger as opposed to the standard steel vaned supercharger. There's a Kevlar one that you can get, and I got that done. I also got a stage 2 map, which brought the car up to around 210. Oh, jeez, this car really. Oh, now I have to slow down because I'm just doing the speed limit here. So yeah, then after that, I saw a picture of a car that a guy had in California, and he de-chromed the whole car, same colour as this, de-chromed it, and put special decal along the bottom and a few little bits and pieces. And I decided that's the look I want, so that's what I done to this. I got the roof. I was going to get it painted, and I said I won't paint it. I got it wrapped in black, and I got decals done. I de-chromed everything, the light surrounds, the door handles, the petrol cap holder, all that, bits and bobs like that done, you know. I then done a bit of shopping during the winter with a crowd in England called Mod a Mini, and a big hello, I have to say a big hello to Karen. No, it's not Karen. What's her name? It'll come to me. Mod a Mini, and she hooked me up with an intake intercooler. I also got a strip brace. I got a ram air induction kit, which transformed this car in my opinion. What else did I get off her? I got some bits and pieces like better bushings and stuff like that. But yeah, I have to say that, yeah, all in all, what else have I done to this car? The steering wheel I've just done now, and this car never ever misses a beat. It's trouble free, I have to say. You'd hear horror stories. Now there is plenty of horror stories on the R56. BMW decided in their wisdom in 2007 we're going to put a turbocharged engine in it instead of a supercharged. So they had a revised version of the 206 GTI engine and stuck it in an R56, and it's just total disaster. Totally devalued that particular, the R56, which is basically worth, you know, wouldn't be worth a fifth of what these are worth. I'm going to open the window here because there's a very small little tunnel here, and oh, do you hear that? Huh? Yeah. So she's putting out now, I'd say around I think about 220, 221, 222 brake. But yeah, absolutely totally mad about this car. I'm going to drive down this road here, and there's another bridge up here, and oh, she's spinning the wheels there. Yeah. But yeah, so there you go. Delighted with this steering wheel, I have to say.
The head of ITV is
Turn off the, excuse the radio, guys. I'm delighted with the way this steering wheel turned out. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. So, to wrap it up, guys, yeah. That's the story where we're at. You know, listen, the work on these cars is never ending. The stuff you can do, you know, with these yokes. I've been driving this. I think we've been having this weather for the past 5 weeks, and I've been driving it. The ID4, I'd say I've done 200 kilometers in the last month. I've been driving this all the time because, you know, it's summertime, and it's. I won't take this out in the wet. Winter, you know, because it's so clean underneath. I don't want any excuse for rust to start setting in. This car is completely rust free, and that's the bridge we've just driven across. I'm now driving under it. I'm going to go up here now. Actually, I'll turn here, and yeah, delighted the way this steering wheel turned out. Very good. You can see the bridge there. I hope you can see it in the distance there, guys. Yeah. So that's basically it. I'm delighted with this steering wheel. I really have to say it's the business. Yeah. Very good. It's a hell of a lot better than the thing that was on it. I don't know about this centerpiece. I might change that for a black one. I don't know. Let's see. But lovely feel to it. Lovely. Yeah, you can hear the supercharger whine on this. It's so addictive. You know. But yeah, we're just going to head back now to the shed and conclude. These cars on auction, like. This car, you wouldn't just slap this up on Dundee and you know, you might get someone who knows these, who's familiar with these cars, and say, yeah, you know, this car you'd put up on an auction website, you know, they're fetching, especially ones in condition like this, they're fetching massive money, you know. So, but yeah, oh, listen to that. Oh, absolutely. We're going under this little tunnel again. I'll give it another shot. So yeah, delighted with that steering wheel, I have to say. The way that turned out, very good. Some people have been commenting online with regards to my accent. Guys, I'm sorry, you know, it's just the way I talk, you know. Third world country, this is the way we are here, you know. Simple living, you know. Now here we go, we're just about to head under this. I'm going to open the window. Hold on. Oh, do you hear that? Oh, loving it, loving it. Absolutely. So yeah, brilliant. To conclude, guys, yeah, what's next for the shed? I've been given a lovely car next week for a weekend. It's just launched onto the Irish market, and it's an EV, and they're giving it to me for the weekend. I'm going to do a review on that. I've also been asked to do a review on what I do for a living, which, as most of you have probably figured out, I drive coaches for a living, and I'm going to do a review on the all-new Mercedes Turismo. Just a snap over 300 grand, you know. So what's that, you know? Look, I'm going to do a review on one of those, so that to look forward to. And so yeah, that concludes. I'm just coming around this corner here. This road is a lot of walkers. We also have a greenway along here, and we'll just keep in. There's a fella's fond of the road. There's a greenway along here as well, which is very busy with tourists. And there's a new tourist information centre just opening up down here in our home little village here. You probably know where we are, but anyway, okay folks, without further eloquence, I love upsetting the neighbours, coming up here and giving it the old shot, you know. Yeah, oh look at that. Look at that. Oh, love it. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Delighted with this, the way this turned out. Very happy with it. And until the next video, thank you very much for watching, and we'll talk to you all very, very soon. Thank you very much, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You know, tell all your mates about Jim Shed. So until the next video, thank you very much and goodbye.